Hey Floss Tube, it's Kerry and Stitches. It's Friday the 6th of October. This is Floss Tube 154. Hello and welcome. Welcome if you're a new viewer. It's lovely to have you here, and welcome back if you're returning. Thank you for coming back. Well, my plan was next week for a whip parade, but you're going to get half of it today. Not by choice, this is not a whip parade, but there's a large stack there. So, I didn't think I'd... As always, I'll go, I haven't stitched on much in the last 2 weeks. Oh, hang on a minute, that's 8 whips there. 2, 4, we're getting... Yeah. I have 19 whips. That's 9, there's 9 of them here. Okay, so, 10. Let's jump in. What's been going on in your world? It's been quiet here. It's been much of a muchness. A lot of work. I was out in the field last week. Well, not literally in a field, but not in the office. In Manchester, Oldham and Huddersfield last Monday. And then had 2 good meals though when we were out. That is the perk of going out and about with work. Good food. Yeah, so, you know, we had Tim Hortons at lunch and a Hickory's Smokehouse for dinner. So it was good. And then we were in, I was in London on Wednesday for the afternoon, evening for work. By contrast, that was coffee from Prix, which is fantastic, so I miss our Prix locally, and a Mackey's. So, you know, it is what it is. Because let's put it this way, it was, by the time we finished in London, it was 9 o'clock, we were like, we just want to go home. Yeah, so it just kind of like, just get a Mackey's and be done with it kind of thing. Because I've done a day in the office as well, as have my colleague. So, cyclists in London are completely mad. Nobody rides with their bikes with lights on. And they just like zip round and everything. Anywho, so that's that. Lot started her drum lessons. She's really enjoying them. What else has happened? Not a lot really. Indulged in the Hobbycraft sale offer. So I've been doing a lot of shopping for FFOs lately. So I'm going to show you the bits and pieces I've grabbed from various places. And yeah, let's crack on with some whips. Okie dokie. So my main focus this month, because as you recall last time, I garbled on for ages about a plan, and I have in my folder. This is where I keep. So I have it's a clipboard folder basically. I picked up in Wilko before its demise. It's got a big pad which I can write my notes on, pocket to keep my all my working copies in, and then obviously you can put the current one on the front. So my plan was for September, 2 ornies, 2 of my favourite things, finish Sunshine on a Stem, finish Block Party Buzz, and stitch 2 Grand Prix tracks. Okay, so I got 2 ornies done. I finished 2 of my favourite things. I finished Sunshine on a Stem. I'll show you that in a bit. Block Party Buzz didn't quite get that finished, but I've only got about 600 stitches to go, so that's pretty good going. And I did 1.5 G Grand Prix tracks. So okay, it's not. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so October is kind of. October's plan was the 2 ornaments for the ornaments along with in Daily 30, one of the Christmas ornaments for Sharon, November, my favourite things, complete spot sampler, and stitch 3 Grand Prix tracks because there are 3 races in October. So by my rough guesstimates, that was about 10,000 stitches. Sorry, I was looking at the number going, I don't know what that number is. 10,000 stitches. So let's go. So that's my plan. What have I done so far? No, nothing this month. Nothing yet. it's okay. It's the beginning of the month. Let's see. So I have been stitching on. Spot sample is my focus. I've decided that it's my oldest whip. Well, it is my oldest whip. I haven't decided that it is my oldest whip, but I've decided that I'm done with it now. I want to be finished. So I am hoping that the next time you see this, it will be a finish. I might not even show it on my whip parade, just so I can do a big reveal the week after. You know, you never know. We'll see. Unless it all goes horribly wrong in the next week and I go, I haven't stitched on it at all. So I could have done with something behind it. This is not the most ideal thing for that. Okay. There we go. So that's where we're at. So since you last saw it, basically I've done the pink flowery bit there and annoyed myself because I had to rip a load out last night because this curly bit is one stitch too high. So this was giving me fits, that curly bit last night. It took me all evening to do it. So, but you know, basically I've got to fill in that gap. And there's some in the peacock tail to do. So it's coming on. This is on a 32 count Midas by Chromatic Alchemy. Yeah, Midas by Chromatic Alchemy. So that is the bottom. And then I've just got to go, and there's a flower that sits underneath the peacock. And then there's 2 flowers under the basket. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. Just got the basket to do, which is about 600 stitches there. And then these 2 flowers, there's little doodads here, that flower, and then the argyle pattern bit there, and that little yellow flower. That's done. And finish the peacock. So I think I am about 500 stitches into the 3,000 that I think it is. Might be a little bit under 3,000, but I've kind of guesstimated that it's about 3,000 stitches. Well, let's put it this way. I stopped counting at I stopped counting at about 2,000, and I still have got the 1 flower to do, count, and whatever's in the peacock tail and stuff, so it's fine. It doesn't matter. It's all stitches. Right, Grand Prix. It's another Grand Prix weekend. We are in Qatar this weekend at the Sale. All right, I don't remember. But that's Suzuka. Is that on my way up? I could just look at the chart because I haven't printed the cover picture. Yeah. So I need to get on with these. I am starting, my enthusiasm for them is starting to wane a little, but I want to get it done. And I might even stitch Silverstone again because my hairdresser is a huge Formula 1 fan. She was here, you know, an hour and a half last night, an hour and 3/4. And we talked about Formula 1 for a good hour between us. So, and I showed her my plan for my Formula 1 tree, and she was like, she's not a stitcher by, you know, at all. She just loved the idea of the Formula 1 element of it. So, yeah, she was like, that's amazing. That will be my favourite Christmas tree ever, kind of thing. So yeah. So I might have to stitch a Silverstone. I am kind of feeling a little bit over them all at the moment, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm on the downwards. Yeah. And breathe. Okay, so I started my swap piece for Heather's Link of My Homeboys Book Besties swap. I don't remember what it's called. So this is the kind of the chart I'm doing. I'm changing the words. So this is by Cross Stitch Traveller on Etsy. Yeah. So, and I've done that. And I've done that. So, it's a start. I'm doing that in the Call for DMC. That's just 14 count. How will I finish it? I don't know. Right, Santa's quill got an outing. And I don't have a cover picture. Do I have a cover picture? This is the question. I've got all the chart here, so do I have a cover picture in the chart? I do! Look, there we go. Santa's quill. Santa quill by Long Dog Samplers. Isn't he? He's lovely. I do like him. He's funny. I am here on the chart. So I literally have this bit left to do and some stars. So that's snowflakes rather than stars. So that part of the house, basically from the duck's butts over. Birds, seagulls, ducks. Oh, that's the back. And there we are. This is on Colouring Cotton Cornflower. And it is a bit darker than it's showing on the screen. So there we go. So I've basically, last time you saw it, I was working on the house. So basically I have put in this bit at the bottom and the rest of the outline of the house. So I shall be working on kind of repeating that on this side. It's not quite a repeat, but it's near enough. And then we've got another bird on the roof, or duck. And then it's just the trees and the scribble. And a couple of snowflakes and a bit of snow. So I think when I last guesstimated it, it was about 1,500 stitches. So I kind of feel like it could be a finish. I think this is down in the big finish plan for November. So yay. What's not in the big finish plan is Autumn Town. Yes, I don't think it is. Oh, December. Yeah, I am just so behind on this. It's crazy. Autumn Town. Have I got a cover picture? I should have a cover picture. Right. Autumn Town by Autumn Lane Stitchery on 18 count. Woodland by Fabric Flair for Lakeside Needlecraft. Okay, so according to how I divvied it up with Sharon, I basically should have these from that red tree down to the pumpkins to do, kind of all the way across. That's where I should be at the start of October. I am still here, and I still have all of that to do. I am woefully behind, and I think this is the first time that I've actually gotten behind. Right, so hey ho. So that's what I stitched when on the way up to Manchester last week, the big tree. So yeah, so that's all done, and that's pretty much done. That's done down to the pumpkins. There's there's a pumpkin that goes there. All the way the house is in. I've got a red tree that goes in here, and then I'm going to say, oh, let's fold it across a bit more. I feel like I'm all thick fingers and thumbs today. Yeah, and we've got basically I've got a bit more of the tall spirey type church thing or whatever it is, and then 2 more houses. So I have gotten to about here on that, so I've got all of that to do. I mean, I did kind of have a contingency in that I made sure the pumpkins are just the pumpkins. It's not full coverage at the bottom. So knew that it'd be okay if I didn't quite have it at the right point. But I really do need to crack on with it. I at least hoped to be started September. I haven't finished August's block. So breathe. It's going to be fine. It gets done, it gets done. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not like it's a big disaster. Block Party Buzz by Hands On Design. Ladies and gentlemen, I have finished the bottom half of the one. Let's just fold. Well, I haven't finished, that's not strictly true. I've got the top and one side to do on the back stitch. So there we go. Really happy, love how it's turned out. So yeah, I've got to run a back stitch line all the way up this side and across the top. So hence why there's a random thread stuck in it still on that side. So you can just about see. Oh yeah, you can see it there. Yeah. So I need to do all that. And then we've got, and then I started the top, which was exciting. And that is fully back stitched round, ready to join together. And then that's the cross stitch in it. So now I've got to do I've got left to do is the, oh, you can't really see, it's not very good, the lattice work. And then there's 2 rows of Smyrna stitches that cover the, before you sew the felt block on. So that's where we're at with that. As I said, I reckon about 600 stitches left to do, so shouldn't take too long. The problem with this one is I need light for it, so it's not, although it's on 14 count, it's not a travel project, which is frustrating because, yeah. Spider Moon, progress on this too. Spider Moon by Just Nan, stitched on, I think it's Murky, and it's a 30, I think it's a 32 count Spider Moon. I'm up here. I'm up here already. It's exciting, isn't it? I kind of went all gung ho. I was like, I'm going to get this finished this year too, and now I'm probably not, because, well, too many other older projects are calling louder. There we go. That's where we're at with it. So there's the whole thing, and then we've got ghosties, and I did some border. So I think I worked out how many stitches were left in this, and I can't remember now. I know it was about 1600 in the border alone, but the border is so easy. It really is mindless stitching, and it's quick too. So, you know, it'll get done when it gets done. So, yeah, it's fine. If I go out of my way, I'll go into 2024 with like 3 old whips. If I have my way, it's probably not going to happen though. Okay, another thing with an unrealistic time, which I don't think I got the chart. No, I mean, got the chart in here. So this is Hive Rules by Primrose Cottage. I'll insert a picture about here. I don't have a pen. Oh, I do. So Hive Rules. There we go. That's where I'm at. So I'm on page 4 or 5 now. Exciting news. So as you can see, not far to go. I mean, you know what I'm like with margins, so it's probably to about there to go. Yeah. So since you last saw it, I think I've done kind of the skeps, the little cross pattern bee leaf. Yeah, I think I've done kind of that bit down. So I should pick that back up again today. It's my daily 30 piece. So in the daily 30 group. Membership opening soon. So 30 minutes a day, and I've worked out I've got until, so my plan is this is the end of October, so 30 minutes should get me to the end. I might have to throw it into another prompt. So I've buried my finishes. There we go, and we're back. Yeah, but it's on, we're planning it. Okay, I don't know where we're at with these, so you get to see what I've got left basically. Well Rounded by Hands On Design. Second oldest whip. Started this in January 2021. I don't actually have my book, my diary in here, my stitching journal. Okay, so I don't know if you've seen this one. I think you have. So all I've got left to do is the word wishes, a CC style, and some bits in the middle of the flowers. I think that's pretty much it on that one. And then the never-ending mandala for the spring one, which is nearly ended. I've got 66 stitches left to do in it, which basically is all I've got to do is these little purple flowers here and here. I just need to go around and put all those in and it will be done, finally. And that's this month's whip go. So I will get, oh, okay, that's got a needle on it. I'm going to try and get these done this month because that is not even 300 stitches there. Or it might be, I don't know, a couple of hundred stitches, whatever. Gonna get it done. And then when Daily 30 has its big FFO weekend next month, I'll FFO all 12 of them. Wouldn't that be fun? So that's all my whips. I've got 3 finishes. And I'll do that on here, back of here. So this was, I stitched this little spider for a tag. It's in the glow in the dark. This is stitched on brown perforated paper, which I used the technique that Kathy Haberman used for one of her, it was the, I don't know what it's called, can't remember. It was like her special one she did last October. Costume party, there we go. Anyway, I can't remember. So basically I got, I don't know, because I'm sure the ones I have in the garage is dried up and I doubt I've got a black one. So I went and bought the ink pads from, these are just from basic ones from the works. Got a black ink pad and carefully, the technique Kathy suggests is rubbing it like that over. So that's what I did. But I did find that it came off of my hands. Now, that's probably, and I left it for 24 hours, but I did find it came off my hand. And I don't know whether that is just because they were cheap. Something was there 16, 18 in there. So let's face it, that's like 25p a thingy. But it was coming off. So my first thought was, I've got Decor Patch glue, which is really good for sealing stuff. So I thought I could just do that, but it makes it really shine. It makes it quite shiny. And then I remembered my mum is quite a good artist, and you know, all the kit kind of thing. And sometimes when she's finished a drawing, if she wants us to take it with us, she does things. She's like, but you need to put a second coat of fixative on. And I found the tin of fixative and it works. So this is an old one. It was spitting a bit rather than spraying evenly. So there's a couple of slightly shiny patches on it, which I think were caused by the fixative. But essentially all I did was sprayed it on like hairspray. And then stitched that and it was much better. There's no transference now. Because you could tell because the thread, as I was putting the thread through the first time, it was turning really, really grey. And that's the glow in the dark stuff. So it's kind of not white to start with, but yeah. Anyway, I just thought I'd pass on the technique. So I've got loads of perforated paper and now I can make it any colour I want. Yay! And my other finish was my September start, which was Sunshine. I know what I've forgotten to bring in. Doesn't matter. I'll pause and go and get it in a minute. Sunshine on the Stem by Hands On Design. And I was stitching this with Sharon for her Sunflower September. I changed, that's the call for, that was the thing. I didn't have the call for, so I changed them all, as you do. So there we go. This is on, I don't actually know what this is on. This is a Sparklies, but I don't know what it is. I've got, the green is Blue Spruce. The jar is done in, Lagoon. Squash for the flowers, I think it's probably Hick Sticks. And then Tangerine, Classic Colourworks Tangerine. Yeah, okay, let me write. Lagoon, okay, Lagoon is Gentle Arts, Blue Spruce, Squash, and Squash were Weeks, Classic Colourworks, and for Tangerine, and whatever Hick Sticks is. I've taken it out of the thing, can't remember. Hick Sticks. Is that Classic Colourworks as well? I don't know. Whatever it is, that's what it is. So that'll be a nice little sweet finish to go on the wall. I've got the wool felt to do the applique leaves, but I'll do that when I FFO, hence why I've left the blue spruce in there. That's why I knew it was a week's one, because I wouldn't have been able to guess. I think blue spruce, and there's a gassed one as well. So, anywho, that's that done. Get it all together. And last but by no means least, My Favourite Things by Zoe Patching for Cross Stitcher magazine last year. Oh, what have I done with... Oh, it's okay. That's what I say. What have I done with them? So, I abandoned August. That's where August is at. So that will... I'll finish that at some point because August is gone. I don't know why, because I'm not going to FFO these straight away, so it doesn't really matter. I could have carried on, but anyway. Oh, I needed it for specific prompts. There we go. So September, and I've just put on, rather than extra motifs, Sharon suggested a couple of buttons, so we put apples on. And it's probably in the colourful DMC because I'm too lazy to change it. And then we did October, because this was for cozy, and I just put some buttons on as well. I figure the fact that none of these are going to be displayed at the same time, it doesn't really matter if they're all slightly different. They're a fun stitch. So I've got November and December to do, and the rest of August. So that's on my radar for this month. November's on my radar for this month. What have we got? I've done lots of, some secret stitching. I've stitched, I'm currently stitching my second thing for, as you know, Heather and Sharon and I do a Christmas swap every year. It tends to coincide, well, Heather's and mine, the box that I get from Heather, coincides with birthdays as well. So it's kind of a bit of everything. So I'm currently stitching Heather 2 ornaments, her Christmas ornament and her birthday thing, which is a pumpkin, which she knows about, because Heather's birthday sal this year was stitch her a pumpkin, and I've got a really cool one on the go, which I can't wait to share with you at the end, but I'm not certain, no spoilers at the moment. So, and that's what I stitched on the way to London on Wednesday. Well, I say stitched, I got a fifth of it done on the way to London. So yeah, exciting. So lots of secret stitching. Again, I've got plans to stitch my and I've got another 3 secret ornaments to do, possibly 4 if I do one with my hairdresser as well. Anyway, so plans. Spot sampler. This is taking me, I was expecting to be further along by now, but I really want to stitch on it, but I'm really struggling. I don't know why. We'll blame the menopause. It's fine. Let's get my swap stuff started, because obviously I'm going to have to start posting boxes and things. I like my email from Royal Mail this week. We're lowering prices to Central America in January. I'm like, yeah, make sure you get your Christmas money then, don't you? And by this time next year, they'll put the prices back up again. So, you know. Anywho, yeah, speaking of posting, I'm sorry for the people who I owe charts to. My head's not with it at the moment, so I've fished them out. The problem is I put them back in my cross-stitch box where I kind of gather all my bits for floss tube, and I forget about them until the next week, and I go, oh yeah, I must do that. And I put them in, and then for the last 3 weeks I've just put them straight back away. 3 floss tubes, I've put them away again. I've left them out. They're behind me on my desk, so I'll get those sorted, because I have everybody's addresses and everything. I just need to do it. Okay, so my plan, spot sample and swaps, and whatever else I said. My favourite things, 3 Grand Prix tracks. It's all fine, you know. What gets done, what doesn't. And that's how it goes. Haul. I don't know if I showed these last time. Grand Prix tracks. That's what you're seeing. Yeah, you must have seen these last time. Because yeah, you saw these last time. Didn't need to see this again. Although Abby will be releasing another one today, I expect. Okay. Public service announcements. Did you know that World of Cross Stitch is available as part of a Kindle Unlimited subscription? More you know. So I've got that, and also Cross Stitch Favourites is on there too as the subscription. I've got both subscriptions now, and it's not costing me anything else. Fantastic. I went to the works. No, I didn't. I went to the range. Let's work this out. Okay, so I have got piles of stuff on the table that I've been accumulating in the last couple of weeks, from like all the autumn stuff to stash away. So these two came from the range for FFOing. Where are you from? Are you the works? These two came from the works. This one came from the range. Okay. The works. That's my ribbon collection. I picked up some autumn themed washi tapes from Prix. And oh, I also grabbed, don't know what I'm going to do with them, but oh, is that the old, I've just knocked one on the floor somewhere. There it is. She does all the polymer clay sprinkles, and I've been stitching the tags, as you know, but sometimes they need something, and I just thought these little tiny sprinkles, you know, they're really thin, would be great to stick on with the, you know, with the dab of glue. Not so much the tiny like hundreds and thousands bits, but the bigger pieces. So, and I got this one, and they were like 30. She had 30% off as well. Love a sale, me. So they were like 50p a packet. So I kind of, there's some, oh, you can't, oh, that's the wrong way around. There's some flowers and leaves, some sort of Christmas, oh, Christmassy ones, toadstools, autumn leaves and ladybirds. And then just Hazel always sends a freebie, and that's just a mixed pack. And it's got some, I've got some more. It's got some Frankensteins in, and it's just got some cute bits. So I just kind of thought they're really good for something tiny to stick on tags. And I grabbed these in the range as well, just for FFOing, because they were like 40p for the packet of them. There's no glue or anything on them, and they've got the beads, so you kind of have to make them up. But I was like 40p, 41p I think they were actually. Let me grab them, and it's worth, I can use them on the wreath I plan to make. I thought they were just nice little kind of add-ons for the tags and things. Okay, oh, so the range. So other than the couple of ribbons, I picked up some tags, because I am obsessed with making things on tags at the moment. You know me, so I picked this one up because I figured I would just cover the middle bit, but I really like this, the painting on it, so I thought it was quite sweet. And then they had some plain ones. So a pack of 4 haunted houses for like £1, and a pack of 6 leaves for £1.50 maybe. They had like witches' hats, and I think they had something else as well, which weren't quite so good. They kind of didn't leave enough room to stick something on, but I thought those did. Just slap some paint on them, or alternatively some scrapbook paper, or that's from the range as well. Or I found they had a little bag of Halloween ephemera. So some of it's stickers, which wasn't, I was a bit like, whatever about the stickers. And then they actually just had some paper bits, which are a bit small, but you never know when you might just want to cut one out and stick on the bottom. Keep going. Then there were some slightly bigger ones, so they had a few vellum designs. Well, that would be a good one to use. And that one, the candlestick. And then they actually just had some paper pieces. Now these are bigger than the tags that I would use, so these are and they're thin. So perfect for kind of gluing onto a tag as a background, because I have a whole set of just like plain luggage style tags, wooden luggage style tags, which Sharon sent me, which will be perfect. So yeah, so I picked up those. And then Hobbycraft on their page as part of Crafttober. Where did I pick up the wooden spools? They were from the Rangers one. Craftober. Spend £5 free. No spend required. So we popped over because £5 worth of stuff from Hobbycraft and nothing, no spend needed. Okay. Hubby went. Lot went. Lot just got a big pumpkin because Lot didn't cost her a thing. She walks out with this pumpkin. It's a green velvet pumpkin. She was happy. Now they've extended the offer, so it's all this weekend to the 8th. The 8th finishes on the 8th. Yes, so Sunday, yeah, finishes on the 8th. So it's all last weekend, all through this week and this week. No spend necessary. My friend went in twice the other day and did it. And also, if you sign up for the Hobbycraft app, you get an additional £5 that you can't spend at the same time, but an additional £5. So that's worth doing too. And it just links to your Hobbycraft card if you've got one. So PSA, for those in England, go do these things. Anywho, so with my fiver, what did I go and buy? More pumpkins for my pumpkin patch. And then I went and had a look at the Christmas tags. So the Halloween tags, I was a bit kind of maybe. Alright, so I got this one. This one was £2. Well, it wasn't, because it didn't cost me a thing, but I kind of like the shape. Would I cover it? Maybe would I do something on the back? I don't know, but it was kind of, it's a bit bigger. Sometimes you need something a bit bigger, but I liked it. And then I picked up 3 of these nice rounded tags, or 2, 3. I don't know. Picked up some of them. And they had this chalkboard. This is just an MDF one, but they're a chalkboard one present, which I thought was great. And then a snowflake. So I thought those were really good. I also got the rest of my cording for my Grand Prix tracks. I think I got more than I needed, but it didn't cost me anything, and it'll just go into the stash. So I'm just going to pop it into the box with the rest of them. So basically I spent over the course of last weekend £6 in Hobbycraft and came away with 26 quid worth of stuff. So worth doing, even if it's just to stock up on the little bits. And I also got a few few other little secret things and squirreled them away for friends. And my sister-in-law, I think I grabbed her something as well for her Christmas present. Might be wrong about that one though. That's my shopping recently. It's been, I like that and I'm going to get that for something. Oh, last thing, I nearly forgot. Helen D last year did an amazing FFO in a tea light holder that's a spider. Tesco's £2.50. And Hobbycraft also have them for £6. So if you're going in there, it could cost you £1. I didn't like the Hobbycraft ones quite so much though. They were a bit bigger, but still tea light holders, but bigger. So metal. And I can't wait to put something in. I think he's awesome. Because I really wanted to do, when I saw Helen's, I was like, I really want to do that finish. That is amazing. And looked on, I think Helen got hers on Amazon or something. Looked for my spot, and they were really expensive. They're like, £13 for 2. I was like, yeah, I like the finish. I don't like it that much. But £2.50 in Tesco's, yes, please. So I've been buying those. Well, I bought one and I bought a couple of other for friends. So if you've got a Tesco near you, go and grab one. Yeah, because I picked up one of their wooden pumpkin plaques. So it's actually hung up because it was like, what do I do? But it says something, what does it say? Snuggle season. No. So I'm going to find something to FFO on it. So I really like the painting around the edges of it. So that's where we're at. Tea light spiders, FFO stuff from Hobbycraft, and the offer in the range. Yeah, that's my lot. So, right, the voting. Thanks to everyone who voted for my what my new start will be. I'm going to have started this weekend. The votes were, I had 15 people vote, which was fantastic. 3 for Yonder, 3 for the stocking, 2 for Summer Home Birds for Feather, and 7 for Wreath House. And I'm really secretly pleased because this is what I wanted to stitch, but I just hadn't. You know how they say like you flip a coin for for something, and actually your reaction to it is what the truth kind of thing. I really was happy to see that come up. I mean, I would have been happy with any of them, but more definitely Wreath House. I have this mystery 32 count. Those are 3 of the colours I've got to start with. They're conversions. yay. And I do love that idea. I'm going to finish it like that. So thank you everyone for voting. We'll do it again in a couple of weeks' time for a November start, and again in the middle of November for a December start, because that'll be fun. So friends, until next time, I'll be back next week for my whip parade, and the week after for a regular floss tube update. So until then, take care, happy stitching, and I'll see you all in 2 weeks. Thank you. Bye bye.